reaction, because every day we do at least 3 videos on this platform to reach our ultimate goal of the remaining watch hours. Welcome in the house, and let's do our reaction on the remaining shenanigans of Nyabohanse. Of course, this is one of the places, if you decide to make videos, you could even make 10, because there is some sagas for Gintu, Mayugno, Mayani, and all those people, Mogesi and all those. Everyone has a saga at least. Hey, who is better here? Who is better? All right. So, we are going big on the Villa Dream, of course, with different people doing it. Now, away from MWANGO's villa, we have a new villa loading. And of course, if you know, you know. We have a new villa loading in Nastor's place. After the other smart house, there is a new one loading. So let's get to it. And of course, from the title, you know the key matters in our video today. But we still have to go through a lot. All right. Yeah, so welcome. I'm giving you some few minutes to come on board. I need to actually have a better holder for the phone. All right. All right, so
work today is broken.
We are indeed transforming
Nyabohanse, and it's killing team productivity.
And that is YouTube for you, right? YouTube for you. YouTube is actually transforming Nyabohanse. How about this? How about this? So that is Nastor's home right there. A very beautiful scenery, and that is where the big villa is coming after this beautiful house was done, all right? So of course you can see everywhere fenced all over the place, and the earlier house, this other corner, and finally the villa is loading, all right? So Nastor is kicking it right after his teacher, after his teacher and the mentor, Marwa, all right? He is following closely in the footsteps, and that is him, okay? So let's hear what you have to say.
This channel from. My name is Nastor, guys, and today we are beginning a new story. Yeah, I'm super excited. So this is home, and ever since I started YouTube, ever since I started believing in myself, I always had a dream of building ourselves our dream house, yeah, a dream home right here in the village. So I come from a village called Nyabohanse. Yeah, it's in Africa, in a country called Kenya, to be precise, in a county called Migori. So guys, we're here today. By God's grace, we are starting a new story, a new era that
highway, is it highway?
Yeah, highway now, yeah, pathway.
Highway is for roads.
So I don't know if, because now, for example here, but I know still we'll still have a, because the house will be reaching here. So maybe the stairs.
Yeah.
So this one maybe we'll have to divide it a little. Yeah, we demolish, we divide, and now we can try to push, because I was telling even the kitchen garden, now we'll try to push it that side. We remove the sugar cane. So maybe the kitchen garden can start where the orange is in front there. Yeah, because we already have the other side. So we can try to balance the home. But I believe now it will be very easy for us to organize things. Yeah.
All right, guys. So that is the beautiful home of Nastor, one of the YouTubers. Nyabohanze. Of course, one of the people who has been accused of being very loyal to Marwa, which is not a problem. All right? If someone feels comfortable with being loyal, then it is what it is. All right? And on day 2, that is how far they were. All right? Day 2, we can see that. All right? I want to play this. Okay, so that's a drone picture taken of the place, all right? And the foundation already done. The foundation already done.
By arranging the stones this way.
Okay.
So this will be the veranda. So in here we are supposed to fill. You can see it's waist. Actually it reaches me at the waist level. So in here we'll get some maram, we fill. So as I told you earlier, here we'll have a pillar. The house has a few corners. For example, you can see already this one has been created. So there's a U over here. So this is where the whole house will reach. It is professional work. So guys, very straight, very straight. I just love what they're doing over here. So to be precise, they're using also the hammers to break the stones. Because in other constructions, usually you just see them placing all the stones. But for this design that we decided to go for, where we're just arranging the stones in one formation. So they're breaking the smaller ones at the top, the big ones.
All right, guys. So this is very inspiring. Of course, when you look at this, it's very inspiring. And from there, you realize that dreams can be achieved. Dreams can be achieved in whatever way. And Nasto, of course, is one of the people we see on YouTube. Even though maybe he may be receiving donations, all that, we don't see him actually coming to the site to demand from the people to actually come in for him. And even previously, when he was doing the wall and he was doing the first house, he actually came handy with his wife to do all that you can see right there. And even inside, the wife has very good taste of things, right?
You don't want to wait until you are healed. Take painkiller, you continue. Yeah. I continue. Yeah, so guys, these are the blocks that you'll be using. Once the house starts, I think the plastering process will be the best one or the easiest. Yeah.
Hey, that is an innovation of carrying stones. That's an innovation. I didn't know that people can work like that. I'm learning something from here. All right.
These ones are getting them from
Imagine the people are carrying stones and they're using the ladder. Some small ladders like these ones here. I didn't know this can also be a way of inventing. But I'm seeing an invention they are doing, and I'm learning. I'm actually learning from this, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, our friend here. My friend, what's your name? This guy. What's your name? I'll come to you. Your name is? Dennis Nyabuto. You're from Kisi? Yeah.
All right. So, all right. I've seen one person chatting here, Stephen Kamau. I'm very fine. Thank you. Welcome on board from Kenya. And here we are doing an analysis. Of course, I started with the best news from the video before I went on. Of course, you know very well that Nasto learned the game from Marwa. And I think when Gintu comes around and he says he's the best than the teacher, I don't think so. I see Nasto has been the best of the students from Marwa because he's learned the tactic of how to grow, and he has grown very fast. And he has done outstanding work. Of course, when you look at his arrangement of the home, it is the best of the best, guys. So let's come down to another analysis. And of course, because I've just mentioned what Nasto does, the fact that even if he has donors, he keeps quiet about it, and even he's satisfied with the donors. I want us to do such a comparison with what I saw here. Something else here. Let me just play it before proceeding. Here. Okay. So welcome on board. I can see 3 likes and I'm so appreciative. And I hope I'll get more likes as the video goes on. And I may not be able to answer very personal questions because actually this space as YouTube allows us to interact at that level at which we are, you know, we are just getting to greet each other and then allow the chatting in relation to the topic and nothing less or more. So forgive me for that, but let's focus on the topic so that I don't divert my attention to other questions. All right, so welcome on board and let's get to DeMwango now in how she is preparing to fire somebody, and of course we know it's the worker who has been on her side since the construction of the villa started up to now. So of course we have seen her complaining many times, not once, not twice, all right? Because according to her, as long as the man said he can work during the day and night, that was enough to make him work and subdue and not go anywhere. I saw another comment, somebody asking on DeMwango's part, and the person was asking, do you want the maybe the worker to go on day and night from Monday to Sunday? And she said that the person actually decided so. So because she made that decision, he has to. Because he made that decision, he has to be there all the time. Even though in the video they actually had a quarrel, I saw the man saying that he will be there, but on Saturday he will be leaving his children here. But DeMwango still is very uncomfortable with that. For whatever reasons, she says that the kind of material she has, they are very expensive, which we accept, and a child can be tricked. All right. So she has trust issues in relation to her construction side, and we may be getting to that. Maybe let me play that before I proceed to the part of what she's actually doing in comparison with what Nasto has done.
On the other side, so that the metals can be inside. I don't. These are very expensive. For those who know, this is D20. Others are right there. I asked him to actually put them in the store, but he did not. He just left them outside, you know. I told him everything has to be arranged, you know, in the store. I'm going to open this. Oh, it's very hard and difficult. Yeah, like that.
All right, so if you watched that video, you saw actually a lot of complaints coming out from DeMwango, which is not the first or the last time. She has complained several times about this man who works at her side, and the fact that he keeps leaving things outside. He doesn't arrange the room. He doesn't spend all the time here. He sneaks away, especially on Saturdays. I also don't understand why the man, if he really assured DeMwango that he will be there all the time, I don't know why he keeps missing. You know, sometimes it is what it is. If destiny has prepared you for firing, there is no way you can escape, actually. Yeah, there is no way you can escape. You will almost have to meet it, and telling her to wait, you know, and have mercy on the man, because jobs are not easy to find again in Kenya. And I think the man is training, but he doesn't want to say it. Even though he said he will only be going home some hours on Saturday, still that is a problem to DeMwango. DeMwango does not understand why. And maybe it could have been better if she found the items inside the house, but she found them outside, and therefore she had to go on making a lot of noise on camera about it, you know. Content is content, you know, even when you are shouting. It's part of the content, right? And DeMwango feels very comfortable with that. Why not? Okay.
Baba yako anafanya nini nyumbani? Anaenda. Alitoka hapa saa ngapi? Alitoka saa hii. Niambie ukweli, ametoka hapa saa ngapi? Saa hii ni saa ngapi? My store is clean. I like that, but there's no order. I want these things to come on the other side so that the metals can be inside. I don't like the fact that they're outside being rained on.
All right, so all the time this man has never been so orderly. I've never seen him so orderly in the store all the time. And that is one of the things that I think pisses off DeMwango, to say the truth, because she keeps talking about her things being not arranged properly, rained on. And then my question was, Cynthia Wambui, welcome on board. Thank you so much for coming around. You can like the video. And I really appreciate your presence all the time. Whenever I'm actually here, you are always here. And I really appreciate. So for now, I am on the second reaction before I decide later to do a lesson, and that will be, of course, after I've gone to Life Saga TV and done a political analysis, because every day counts. I must just do something before I sleep. The only channel that is inactive currently, and I'll be working on them later, is Music Hills and Moro English Stories. But currently I'm really working on Edutainment for Us and Life Saga TV. So thank you so much for coming in and coming on board to watch whatever I do. So thank you. Stephen Kamau was here, Cynthia Wambui, and any other person who is on board, because there I can see so many people on the chat, but some have not introduced themselves. But big up to you. If you are a YouTuber, you can actually share so that I also spell out your name. So thank you so much. And it's good to have order, of course, and maybe have things arranged. But I just wonder if during agreement with this man, if they really agreed, because he said she said she pays, and the amount she quoted was not actually fully to cover up things to do with, lifting all these things, arranging here and there. Though they always say that you have to be responsible at work. And here, the man now has been fired. Now, it will be a bad story for the kids, of course, and for himself if he comes around and he's fired, all right? So in the video, we saw her making a lot of noise. But then what brought me more in this video is the fact that once she had done the food for the for Mat and cleaning and providing water and all that,
I don't know what to do.
we had her quoting her.
And my pants are white. You know?
We had her quoting.
You see these boards here? These boards, they're the most expensive boards in terms of construction. They're called marine boards. These ones, they help you to get very clean pillars. Let me go up. I don't want to step on wood. Maro always tells me, no matter what.
All right, so guys, one thing that amazes me is DeMwango reminds us to work so hard. But then, when she begins her project, she reminds people to keep giving, even though she keeps mentioning her team. I wonder if all these people have made it, as she always claims, because sometimes I see people have not made it, giving some one cement or two or three, maybe just to have their names being mentioned in her video, So what I'm surprised about is that Nasto began YouTube the other day, and he has very few subscribers. But when you look at the project I just showed you in the beginning of my reaction, he has never appeared on videos asking for a bag of cement or two. Never. What is the difference between what he is doing and what DeMwango is doing, for example? What is the difference between what he is doing and what Maro has done? So it is about personality. Let nobody come here and tell us that, oh, it's because people love them, that's why they do what they do for them. It's just because of character. People who want to be helped, even if they are able, and they are willing to go to an extra level of asking and squeezing squeezing other people to keep giving to them. And of course, people will give because one thing is that because they know these are big fishes, they want to be associated with them. Are you getting? And they know that maybe their subscribers will be going for them. And therefore, that is why people keep giving, or else I don't think all those people who support DeMwango are economically strong. And when I look at Nasto, for example, who just started the YouTube after both DeMwango and Marwa had gone a step forward, they are making it. They are making it with the wife, and they are not really asking for anyone to come handy with a bag of cement. All right. Now let's go to hear what our embrace says here. What does our embrace say?
Without seeing the nail, and it can end up being a problem, you know. So we had to put this for waterproof, you know. Waterproof. Good work was actually done, you see. Hey, the fact that I've come, I really thank God. I really thank God, you know. Matt is happy. He's running. You see, that's what he needs. But now, you know. But since they're not correctly put, they can actually be inside meanwhile, so that the sun and the rain doesn't actually destroy them. You really carry the density of water. You see, I have one. I need to pour the slab. On top of that, I need.
Listen to what she needs now. She's going to list for us what she needs, and Team D, go ahead and do the donations,
then we
right?
put the trappers, then we put metal, then we put the slab, you know. And I need 400 bags of cement for the slab. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? Can you? Are you imagining how many bags of cement is required here? 400 bags. Okay? And there is more that is required. Don't think about only cement. There is more. There is more needed in the house, all right? And you have to listen to it. And if you are not a hater, go ahead and give it. Yeah? Because she is working hard. Don't you see?
For the slab, I need 400 bags of cement.
400.
Actually, I think
right?
it's even more than what I used here on the ground. Because I remember I brought 240 bags, but I think I still had some more. So there were like 300 bags that were used. So right now the budget is like 400 bags of cement for me to pour the slab. On top of that, I need metal. Metal now is the most expensive.
Who is this?
Material when it comes to construction sites. Metal. Like the metals that I'm using, they're expensive. You know, you can even Google the price of D20. Maybe in some countries they call them Y20. You know, D20 price of metals in Kenya. It's not easy. It's no joke. But with sacrifice, I know, yeah, by God's grace, I can do all things.
Okay, with sacrifice, I can do all the things. Do you hear DeMwango? But she's telling you indirectly with your sacrifice. As you sacrifice your pocket, as you sacrifice your finances, as you sacrifice your money, there in America, there in Jamaica, there in UK, there in Tanzania, there in Africa, there in Kenya, by God's grace, everything will happen, and she will finally have worked hard to do the project, all right? So 400 bags of cement and metals which are worth, I don't know, 40,000 or more, not 40,000, but she has mentioned how many Y20s or D20s she wants, okay? So the donators wake up and start donating, all right?
Through Christ who strengthens me. Yesterday I was telling my engineer, you don't worry. Step by step we are moving. So the formwork on this side, very nice, you know, very nice. This other side, I need to buy more metals to enhance, you know, before we actually do the pouring of the slab right here. See this? I need more metal for this side. More metal. more metal. These are rings. In construction we call these are rings. Then here are the metals.
My goodness. How, how easy construction can be. As long as you walk around the construction and quote the prices and quote what you need and show people that you indeed have that energy to go on, they contribute. Are you seeing? So, MWANGO is indirectly teaching you that you don't have to really struggle a lot. As long as you are networking with people, they'll help you realize your dreams. On the other side, I think you've seen Nasto doing his construction, and I'm sure I'll be watching his videos day after day. What he does is to rely on what YouTube pays him at the end of the month, and also he has projects to do with hen, and also I see him doing some fruits and some vegetables. He also does some mason work. So I don't understand the difference between Nasto, and Nasto has very few subscribers, by the way. MWANGO has about 460 something subscribers. Amarwa has almost 400 and something, or even 6 something there. And so if you look at their views every day and add that every month, that means they earn a lot of money. But the reality is they don't want to spend from their pocket. They don't want to. Let them save for their future generations. Of course, they told us that they want to make sure that they live the life that they would really want to. The life they really want to. So, there are so many things you learn from these people actually. When they tell you about working 3 hard, it is indeed working 3 hard. There is a difference between working 3 hard and working 2 hard. Working 2 hard, you use your sweat. Working 3 hard, you have just to get the right network and the right people to listen to your story and give in and do for you your thing. You saw the other day about the birthday, didn't you see? Zero budget, but the birthday took 2 days with everything luxury all over the place. So the Embrace Villa is loading. Embrace Villa is loading at minimum budget, but the donators are coming in handy and doing the thing. So I see this village, of course, through YouTube, through networking, 3 connections. You can say you're working 3 hard, but the reality is that you are just coordinating the construction and making sure people bring money in. Of course, we'll be coming to Marwa's, Brian's grandma's house, and you realize that all the money have come from donations. And of course, of late, PayPal has been discouraged because it leads to taxation, right? Unlike M-Pesa, you can evade tax. And that is exactly what Marwa is doing. So that everything goes on, he coordinates. At the same time, he's earning because he has now where he can make his content daily. You realize that since 10 days before, Marwa's content switched from the villa to Brian's grandmother's house. All right? And they are making a lot of views from that. All right? Okay, so let's proceed into this. And guys, you really have seen the difference between going too hard for yourself and going 3 hard for yourself, all right? Hey, sometimes I just don't know what to say here, all right?
To do what? To pour the slab. The budget is 3 high.
The budget is 3 high.
high. To pour the slab. Most when it comes to metal, I actually need to go to the company just like I did last time, the metal company, so that they can supply me with the metal. Because the slab is actually metal. Concrete, 1 tipper of concrete is $300. And my engineer told me I need at least 12 tippers. You can calculate how much is that. How much is that? That's just concrete.
You calculate how much is that, Do you know the number of tippers required at this site? You sit down and calculate, and let us work hard towards contributing towards the project, the Embrace Villa. So that by next year, by now, you will be free to come into the villa and you will be welcome to the parties and the pool, of course, a designer pool, all right? Okay. Did you get it? I hope you got it. Let's go ahead.
Sand also for the concrete, maybe 10 tippers or so, I need metal. You can imagine all the metals there to lay like a bed on top. You can just imagine cement.
So let's proceed. We have new people on board. We have James Mutinda. Welcome in the house, and thank you for your presence here on the live stream. So let's proceed with our discussion, guys. So you realize that in the world, sometimes you can do progress without necessarily spending a lot. All right. Nasto is spending his money from the pocket, doing the villa he's doing. On the other hand, Dimwango, because she is loved when she's loved when she's alive. She is doing the project, spending on big purchases, but the smaller purchases like the bags of cement 400, and the tippers of sand can come from the team D. All right? That's the difference between one house to another. Okay? Hey.
But by God's grace, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. We don't give up. We don't give up. Step by step. So, actually, I just wanted to come and just see if my watchman is around or not. And sadly, as you guys have seen, what's actually on the ground, Sometimes we become too lenient to people, But to me, definitely, he doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to work. That's what she's actually communicating to me. That's what. And today is not the first day. Even you guys know, it's not the first day. So, actually,
Fired.
I am looking for a replacement as we speak.
Fired.
I shared to my dad, and we are looking for a replacement. Me, I don't want to follow people up and down. I don't want to follow people up and down.
All right. So from here, the Empress, of course, had to go to Nyabohanse for a quick street food. All right. Of course, it was eggs, and after that, they bumped into Machete Man, their father, and in the process, there was a fight between Machete Man and another hater, the hater in the house, There's a hera who was found here, and I think you've seen, if you watched Masubo's video today, the hera was actually found. When the hera was found, he was almost beaten up. He was given what we call, what do we call it? A rough time. Let's just check here. So there's this old man, they were moving, relocating. Actually, they carried him to his home and they were unable, meanwhile, to actually deliver him to his people. So they had to go budget for him, which is a good thing. It's a good thing to decide to actually do the charity work, Mr. Ondari. Showing the way. Let's see this old man. I saw it somewhere. Where is the receipt? The old man was shown here. Before they went around looking for where he could stay and failed to get the place he could stay, then they had to actually get a room for him and relocate his stuff, okay? Yeah, so let's check on these receipts here.
So let us come back with him, and God will open a way. We have just come back with him. You just come and see where he's staying.
Look at this.
Just
A
imagine.
very filthy, dingy place for the old man.
No, this is the old man. This is the old man.
Mwabo, I know him.
This is the old man. Quite a helpless. You just come and see where he's
Even his shoes, guys.
You can see his shoes.
Donatos.
So my dad thought he could take him back where he comes from. So I rented the car, put the gas and everything for him to go back.
Matrimonial home. Where he
Yeah.
was born.
Yeah, now he's 100% homeless. He has no
Homeless,
home.
100%.
100% homeless, guys. So Donatos come handy, okay? So let me revamp this one before I proceed. You mmeenda nje mnapiga. All right, so after recharging, let's proceed with this. And of course, we are seeing that story, the homeless guys. Africa reality is that even in Kenya, we have so many homeless people. Maybe they have their home where they were born, but they don't have a house. Maybe they don't have support. So kudos to Ondari. I hope that they are going to change the life of this old man. But he's so old that he has actually reached his extra years of survival, because we normally say for you to go to that age, it's just by God's grace. So it's good that they decided to relocate him, because if you look at that dingy place he was staying, it's really bad, a bad place, okay? Now that my camera cannot turn after the process, let's just walk through this and see what happens here, okay?
Homeless. See where is he staying? Oh, just imagine. In fact, I was very much disturbed when I realized that this is where he's staying.
This is where he lives.
Yeah, and that's why I requested.
All that time.
Yes.
All those years.
Yeah. But he can move from here. So he can be removed from here and be put in a place where he can stay comfortably even. You know, he has no powers even to have food on his own.
Yeah.
He sometimes sleeps without food. Come and see where he's staying.
This is where he comes from, guys. You can see
Guys.
very bad situation here.
Guys.
No, cause
So Ondari, the sub-chief, decided to take action because the condition under which that old man was staying was very terrible, a terrible state actually. You cannot imagine somebody lives in Nyambohanza in such a state.
I wish you could rent
And
for him.
I just wonder how it happened that no one knew about such a condition, because these are the real vulnerable people who require assistance. If you look at the old man and those conditions, he can be actually, you know,
Per month.
he can actually have any sort of disease, you know.
My children, the way you are reasoning.
Yeah, look at that.
Imagine.
Look at his clothes.
These are his clothes. When the rain rains, the house is completely. Wow. This is very bad situation. It's beyond.
Bad situation. So if we can go around by the grace of God and get a place.
And why did he get the bed? Because I see
Someone must have bought it for him. Yeah, somebody.
Yeah.
You know, we went with everything.
You went with everything.
Yeah, we just left the bed only. But we went with the mattress, with the blankets, and even with all those clothes. But they were not able to receive him. Just imagine human beings.
They were not able to receive their
Yeah, that's the reality of Africa. People refusing to receive their own. So the old man, of course, has been in Nyabwanze for a while, and his own family was not ready to receive him back, so they had to come back with him. We hope that the Ondaris, with the donors around them, will do something for the old man and make it happen, okay? So during the process, that is when Ondari encountered a young YouTuber who is possibly rated as a hater, and he almost got himself into problems because
So if God can open a way, we get a small
piece of land.
for him and the Peter.
okay, so donators are going to get land for him automatically and build a small house for him because he has been refused by his family because they say he doesn't have land, he doesn't have anything. That is how desperate life is in Africa, all right? So let's get on to see this particular place where Ondari was so mad in the video. I didn't understand exactly what was happening, but later when I checked on Masubo video, that's when I got to know what exact problem it was, okay? I think
So
it's
guys,
this
my dad
part.
thought if he takes him back to his and finally we are where we used the condition is not good at all. Douglas, umepewa kijana wangu hata 300.
I think that is the man.
Tata, wewe ni nani? Umeamua kusaidia huyu mgaka? Ulikuwa umejitolea kumsaidia? Guys, he had even decided, this young man had decided to help dig the trenches so that the house doesn't get flooded as such. You know, he's very nice. Very, 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 very good. Oh.
All right, there. There was a confrontation there, though it has not been fully captured. Let's see here.
When we arrived with the car, this guy was passing, and then I called him, like, hey, kindly please come and help me here. So by the time that we were picking things inside, he cried, and then he told me, I can help. Just imagine how it started without anyone telling him.
He's a very good guy. I wish I could promote him. I'll give him something. Despite the fact my situation is not so good, but still I can do something. Dada ameamua.
Excuse me.
Sumeambia baba yangu.
Before you shoot the video.
yeah. Achana na mimi.
Guys, and finally
so that was the dramatic part that MWANGO decided to cut out of her video, but of course the shenanigan the shenanigan in the house did it, and the shenanigan who did it is Masubo. So let's just check on that receipt. Masubo recorded what happened, so let's just check. Not Masubo. Yeah, Masubo recorded, but the police told him that they don't want to see that video. So they were just narrating about what happened. Let's just check on it and hear what they are talking about. But the man was actually almost killing the the YouTuber, the hater. So haters, be aware. If you go to Nyabohanse, don't make a move of approaching Machete Man, because once the MWANGO notes that you are a hater, then you are going to have it very rough with the father, all right? So from this video here, I think the guy had to share out what happened. Here it is.
Process. By the time the man was on, he said that he is the one that he normally become against in
our family. I don't want to see him. Yeah. So on the process, we were talking to Mzendari in a good way. But on the process, by the time MWANGO said that this is the one that is against in our family, yeah, he became against with me actually. He tied my t-shirt like this. Yeah. So he started saying that when I'm alive, we cannot play with my family. Yeah. Let me show you who I am. Yeah. But I tried to explain to him I'm a side hustle, I'm a hustler.
So this guy was almost killed by Machete Man, and in the process he was taken up by the police, and they had to accuse him attacking them in their home. All right.
In the next 5 minutes, the Junior called the police. Yeah. Let me show you. He said that he's the one. He said he called police. Police respond. He said the police that come on my site. Come to my site. The site of the Junior is at the market. Yeah. I know the place. He said he lied to police officers. He said that there is someone who comes to attack me in.
All right, so Masuba says he has the video, but he did not post because the police said they don't want to appear in his video. But the reality is there's a lot of shenanigan in Nyaboanze actually, you know. So Ondari had to attack this boy you are seeing here. He attacked that boy and you've heard him say it. And in the process, he was even arrested because David Jr. went to report that he normally attacks them. And that is what had to go on, of course. And later on, now, MWANGO appears not to have ever seen Rosho's gift, okay? So while walking away, after checking around for houses for that old man, they had to pass by the place where Ondari gave Rosho a piece of land. Of course, let's see this. And he was explaining all about it, and MWANGO was actually surprised that it was such a good place. And she said she had seen this on camera.
The best thing we can do is get him a piece of land.
Okay.
Even if we build him a semi-permanent and plaster him, it will be much better.
That one will solve this problem totally.
Totally.
And if he dies, that's why he can be buried.
Yeah.
Because
for how long have you known?
Because his own people have rejected him.
Yeah.
How long have you known? I've known him for the last almost 35 years. Oh.
35 years. Have to take care of.
Last 35 years.
Oh. How old is he?
He's now 78 years.
But he's strong even at his age.
Yeah, he's still strong.
With good care, he can live up to 100.
And over even.
Yeah.
You can get a place where he can stay comfortably.
I think if we get a piece of land and build for him, it will be 100% better. Yeah. Guys, we used to use this road to go to school. Every day. Shikamo, madam. Salama.
Okay. So guys, you've seen what you've seen in the video. One of the good acts, you've seen it. Then during that good act, Ondari showed the worst part of him. Of course, he's doing charity work to save that old man that has been there in the town for 35 years and he has been rejected by his people. But at the same time, he almost killed a young YouTuber because he is labeled a hater who always talks against the Ondari family. So be informed. If you always talk against Ondari family, avoid going near Ondari when MWANGO or somebody who knows you is there because they'll kill you. And David Jr. will call the police on you. Don't joke, all right? Don't joke. So let's get to see as they walk around the road, of course, while looking for a place and all that, finally buying items for him. A good act, a very good act. That's a humanity, act of humanity. We support it 100%, okay? That is a vulnerable person who actually required that help that we are talking about. Because we have so many people here who rely on donors, yet they don't deserve to. Because when you look at what they already have, it's enough to do something for themselves. But then these vulnerable people, they really deserve that assistance, okay? they deserve that assistance. I'm just looking for that part. I don't know how it got lost from my view, but there is that part whereby now Ondari had to show the land he gave to Rosho. And it was more of a surprise to DEE because she has never been in the place, you know. I don't know why it's hiding, but I know it's somewhere here. I saw it actually. Let me just check. It was somewhere here. Why is it taking this long to find it? It can't be at this end. Okay, if you can't find the receipt, that this is necessary because it's part of the video. It was really part of the video, you know. But I think it was at the beginning, just when they got out of the car, before they got to this dingy place. Yeah, so let's check for that part.
With him, come and yeah, but
Look for someone for him.
ile namba has
Yeah, for sure. Yes.
This one is so dingy place.
Dada ameamuaje? Okay.
Oh, here. Okay, I found it. So it's here. After this part. Yeah, it's moving so fast.
Then I went to a boarding school. Yeah, this home is beautiful. Whose home is this?
this Monankas.
Oh, second wife. Okay. Yeah.
Second wife is a social.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so here we are. So let's read at this part and see what comes out. What is your thought?
And then this is the Dee's land.
Up down. But I've given it to Rocio.
Okay. Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
This is Rocio's. I just want to see her doing our project right now.
Whose vegetables are these?
The one who's weeding the neighbor grass.
Okay.
Yes, she's a good lady. She weeds the neighbor grass. And I also gave her this place to plant the vegetables meantime.
Okay.
From the other side, she weeds the neighbor grass. I normally give her 1,000. They're very big.
Okay.
So these are the houses that we want to outline here.
To see if we can get something.
We're
good.
Houses here.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really strategic. There's a road.
Okay, so DEE finally sees the plot and she feigns not to know the plot. I don't know how true that is, that she never knew that this is her father's plot until the father said it. Then, now that she watched the video, and of course we were asking why was she not there when Rochelle was being given, now here she is saying, oh, okay, it's so strategic. And I was like, okay, I hope you're not envious, because envy is a common word in Nyabohanze. Common in on everybody's lips. They are envying me because I'm doing the villa. They are envying me because now I have donors. They are envying me because I'm building Brian's house. All right. So let's now move to the final video before we close the chapter. And just before that, I'll mute this. And this was the funny moments I got. I wish Rosho would pick this as part of her shorts, you know, to do for shorts, because dancing is one thing that we love. But look at this. Ballroom dance. Ballroom dance, okay? Ballroom dance for you. Ballroom dance for you. How do you see that? My goodness, ballroom dance. Did you see the ballroom dance, or do I repeat? Okay, that was Rosho's ballroom dance. How do you see that? You know, before we did mandazis for everybody. Okay, yep. Now let's go back to the roofing of day 8. You know, the roofing of day 8 alongside Chosen by God. That was a live stream though, and it was not very clear. You know, sometimes live streams are never very clear. And let's look at this.
Closet, you know, this whole area, this way, up to here. We do closets where grandma can put things like almost things like yes, remove the binding. Like that, just like that. If you do, Jermaine.
Adverts, commercial break.
Shika binding na nyundo, uvute pa. Plaster, natafuta plaster sahi. Kama ni ya plaster kuja nayo. Lakini Daniel, stay away. Stay away. Go with it like that.
Go with it.
Guys, I'm directing, I'm doing everything possible to make sure we fix the mold. So they put a wood passing all the way here, so it's very hard to get it off.
Now, there was something specific I saw in this video of roofing. I don't know whether it's this video actually. I think it's this.
It's trying to do a cone. Don't. So we are doing a reverse.
Yeah, so I watched this video on roofing officially kicks off day 8, and there is something the Masons were saying, but Marwa cannot listen to them, you know, and I felt he should have listened. Let's just wait.
Nyoroshe muone mpaka chuma imefike. Kikuja tu hivyo moja haja. Yana binding rafiki yangu, acha mambo mengi. The sand to be there, you see like those are waste. And a lot of sand. Yeah, it's gonna be waste. And me, I want to plaster this house. How many days? 2.
2 days you plaster the entire house.
20 masons here.
20
2
masons.
days. Gone.
Gone. Okay.
You've never visited me in my home. I'm not here. I will find you a good job. Just don't worry. Aya, charge. Let me see, somebody's calling me here. First. Eh, supporting Brian and his grandmother. Look, village life. No shoes with an old bicycle. Hurrah! But we are going step by step. For now, we've just spent 100,000 Kenyan shillings. Look, that guy with no brakes. Look. I swear that boy is just a joker. How can you go that fast with no brakes? Oh my God. Oh my God. Mono kijana bila brake.
Yeah. Because nimepata bricks.
Bricks?
Zitengenezwa 10,400.
Oh.
And then
no. This is the amount we paid.
the
amount we paid. So 10,000 you divide by 8 to know how many. Oh. Wamoja nyuma ya muti kabisa bro. Kwa Motavuro. Hapo iko sawa. Yeah. You've eaten YouTube money?
no.
Not yet.
But is it process?
It's in the process. Hey guys, imagine how many YouTube channels we've opened. Everybody is a YouTuber. Yeah. Everybody. Let me go up here and show you what is going on. Hey, guys. We are with my Yugno here.
Yes, boss.
And this young man. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Mike.
Mike.
Yes.
You also have a YouTube channel, Mike?
No.
Okay. Or you're still in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you finish, you join the group.
Yeah.
Hey, Mayuguno, from up here is looking... Today I will bring Brian's grandma here to take a picture.
I went with Brian at my home.
Okay.
And we slaughter chicken. Brian say he can't turn back here.
Oh.
He's there.
Tomorrow I'll give them money because it's a madam.
Like, you know, there he say he have some small phone.
Okay.
And he enjoy Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
So always.
Even there is money that was sent for Brian's phone.
Oh.
But you know, sometimes I get very mixed up. Should I buy Timba or buy Brian a phone? Yeah. But this week, guys,
Hey.
I'll try my best and get Brian a phone.
Donatos, I don't think the idea of buying this young person a phone was actually relevant. If there is anything I can support Maro in this argument, I don't think he should buy a phone, and only if they advise this boy so that he understands that he doesn't require that phone. If he's still in primary school, I'm imagining by the time he's in high school, a phone is distractive. It distracts the focus of a learner unless you are using it for alarm and research. I remember I had a brother who was in high school and he never did well in the first year. Unfortunately, he had been sly and he had bought a phone. So the parents never knew because they were not vigilant. But this boy was actually joking around with the phone all the year. And even when he repeated, we paid fee and all that, but still he joked around with the phone and he never added any value. In fact, he went lower than the previous year. So I don't think phones are the best thing to do for a student. And I wish maybe the people whom Maro listens to should listen. Because you know the people who are sending money, some of them are from America and they believe that students in Africa can be treated like those in America. But that one, if only they make him aware, a phone is not good for a student at the age of Brian because currently the social media exposes a child to anything, including things that are beyond their age. So how I wish, that is one thing that I would actually have said no to. That money should be used in construction or something else, or even buying books or a cabinet or something, but not a phone for a student. Students in Africa are not mature enough to use phones, especially at primary level. He will be mixed up. That's what I'm sure of, you know. That is what I'm sure of. Anyway, let's proceed because now Maro was up there hanging up on a dangerous part and walking there, and Mayugno was so worried that the boss would fall off from the American height. Hey, will you stop worrying? Marwa is a commando, so he had to walk across that roof and make his content happen, you know, make his content happen. All right, so looking at the roofing, which is almost ready.
Very ready.
There was one problem actually, the pillars that they were adding, and some masons felt like the pillars are not supposed to be okay, the pillars were not supposed to be done as Maro wanted, but Maro never wanted to listen, because for him, he's working with a timeline. He needs to finish this project and go away and do some other stuff for himself. So I saw the masons actually refusing to place the 3 levels, but Maro insisted you have to. So let's check on that. They were explaining something that Maro did not want to hear.
Yeah, crazy guys. Crazy. Guys, the masons of the timbers are leaving. They have done their work today. Tomorrow we are expecting another 1,000 feet of timber. So far we've used close to, let me see, 2,600 around there. No, 3,100. 3,100 feet so far. And these ones are still untouchable. We have a watchman that we are paying 7,000 a night, not a night, 7,000 per month, Kenyan shillings, because we cannot have all these construction materials and they sleep outside like this. We have a watchman, a young man from just the neighborhood, who takes care of this construction site. He will be paid end of this month. I told him the work will be 1 month, because me and you guys, we intend to finish this construction in the next 3 weeks. Actually, I'm just waiting for these things in the house that we are fixing. For example, let me take you around to show you what we are doing. Mbona mjikaze, tutatoka hapa na giza. Fundi, haya. Hizo ni njugu tutanunua mama. Utulie tu kidogo. So guys, what we are waiting is we are waiting for this completion. We need to do 3 courses. We're already doing 1, but we need to do 3. Once we do 3,
so guys, you can actually hear what Maro is saying, that they wanted to place 3 layers, you know. The part where they need to place a pillar, I think, but the pillar has not yet been placed. So they want to place 3 layers, but there is a problem. The masons are saying it, Maro is not listening. So there is a possibility that if he doesn't listen, there'll be a problem. But let's hear what it is.
Udongo is the mortar. They are asking for the mortar, and we are doing the best we can. Niko Buda. Wapi? Shida iko gani? Kwa hivyo mweke kozi moja tu. Kesho tumalizie saa ngapi? Saa 12. Haya, nyinyi ekeni kozi 2, ibaki kozi moja.
Yeah, that is Maro for you. He does not want to listen to what they are telling him. The masons are the ones on board. They are telling him only 1 course can fit for now, because actually cement is coming down, and also some part of it is not strong enough. All right, but he is not ready to listen. He is insisting that they place 2 courses, but they are worried because the cement is coming down and the wood is opening up, you know, because it's not strong enough. You can actually see, you can clearly see that this part is not strong enough. However, Maro is not ready to listen. He's telling them put 2, because he has the pressure to make sure that in 2 days they are done. All right. In fact, he wants roofing to be done in 2 days. The fundis told him 4 days, but he says 2 days. Okay. So let's hear whether he'll accept or not before we finish this.
Hapa ni kusupport na mbao. Mbona tafuteni mbao msupport kutoka chini huko. Mbao nyingi. Mufunge na kitu inaitwa binding. Binding. Leteni udongo size. So guys, there's something I need to explain. Let me see. Let me call George. We bring binding hardware. Binding. We need a binding and wait, Nico Buddha. Nico.
So can you imagine? Marwa has no idea about what is happening up there, but he is insisting. Place binding. They say binding is over. Place some wood. Wood is over. Place I don't know what. So the masons are being pressured, and that is a Marwa for you, you know. The fact that he knows it all. He knows it all, and he doesn't want anyone to actually challenge him in whatever task he's doing, of course, because of the deadlines and what have you. Of course, people are loving the progress, but there is a danger in rushing a permanent house also. Because some Masons will be afraid to tell him what is happening. They'll not tell him the challenges on ground. And what might happen, we never know, okay? We never know what will happen at the end of the day. So funge tu. Yes.
I want to bring it right now.
I'm scared.
George, tusaidie binding nusu. Alafu na nini Niko?
Okay, so as we finish the video, it happens that in the yesterday's video, Marwa told us that Brian has measles, right? And I did not expect that day 8, he would be doing a video with Brian again, but he still had to. And Rosho came to the place. She came with a baby Maisha, and there was interaction. So I was saying, I hope the treatment will work because measles being contagious, I don't know what will happen here, all right? I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I saw Rosho walking around the place after they came here. Oh, Dorina, they came with Dorina and Mandazi for everybody, the Masons, I think. Dorina has to also come and make content from here, guys. Mayugno and Dorina have to come around and bring Mandazi for everyone.
Pole. I think that is okay. I can't have rafiki yangu. Let's go. Twende iko sawa. Leta hiyo mwisho ukalishe hapa. You want to put the last one here. Hiyo achana tunayo iko sawa sasa.
Mandazi for everyone.
Guys, my wife came with mandazis and tea. Is Dorina?
We did it with Dorina.
Okay, thank you, Dorina. Hey. Now you'll have to hold Maisha so that I can enjoy. Now you can give Rosie, she can film with Maisha. Guys, me, I'm telling you, let me wash my hands quickly, but maybe if there's a paper bag I can hold.
What are these?
Mandasi, please have one there.
These things overdue.
Overdue.
And then we go that. Let me enjoy.
I cook it. I did it.
Did you make this?
Yes, please.
Go happy, Brian. Go to nimpe tour.
Of course, so the tour house had to happen and Brian had to be part of it, and yet he had measles, all right? So we hope that the treatment that was conducted was okay, because baby Maisha is here, Rosho has come, Dorina is now here. If they are not careful, then all the way, measles will be spreading around the people, okay? So finally they had to take the final video for the day. And of course, I think at the end of the day, with binding having come,
I think that's what we'll do. I can't wait to see Grandma enjoying some pedicure, manicure here and there. All right, guys, this is the end of today's construction. Rocio, let's go. Yes. So grandma says, guys, she's praying for you. She's praying that God adds you more, blesses you more, so that through that you can also bless her, so that this house can finish. Aya, asante Koko. See you tomorrow. Aya, Brian, how is your missiles, Brian? You're feeling, hey, you are very hot. Meza dao. Yes, Brian's hand is hot. He has missiles. You know missiles? No. Even if you greet somebody like that, you can get it. Yes. So, but I feel it's very hot. Please make sure Brian takes medicine. Brian, please take medicine.
Hey, even if you greet his hand like that, you can get missiles. Can you imagine? And then he has greeted. Hey, Rosho. Hey, let me redo it for you if you missed that out.
Ask her what is her opinion, because we didn't hear anything from her. Tell her to speak a little loud. Yes. So grandma says, guys, she's praying for you. She's praying that God adds you more, blesses you more, so that through that you can also bless her, so that this house can finish. Aya, asante Koko. See you tomorrow. Aya, Brian, how is your missiles, Brian? You're feeling, hey, you are very hot. Meza dao. Yes, Brian's hand is hot. He has missiles. You know missiles? No. Even if you greet somebody like that, you can get it. Yes. But I feel it's very hot. Please make sure Brian takes medicine.
That is very humorous.
Take medicine. Ah, yeah.
It's very funny,
tomorrow
right?
I'll give Gogo $100 to take care of herself and Brian.
Yeah, finally, he's going to give Gogo and Granny $100 to take care of herself and Brian. But Brian, if you greet anybody, even just like that, measles will spread. And Rosho is right there standing. She is now scared because Marwa has greeted Brian. Will you wash your hands now, Marwa, before you touch the baby? Hey. Now today they had to do a live stream and it was not clear. You know, live streams sometimes they are very disappointing. I don't know why he chose to do this. You know.
And I'll take you inside there so that you guys don't say this is AI. And today is day 9. Day 9 of
Day 9.
Yes. So she's saying after her 4 kids passed on, her husband died, everybody in the village was despising her. She's just been here trying to struggle on her own, trying to find things. Kujitafutia is trying to find something to do or how to earn on herself. Yes. She used to do hard job, you know, digging in the farm. Which type of jobs? She was working in the house like a house lady, you know, cleaning the house. And how much was she being paid? She was being paid 3,000 Kenyan shillings, guys. That is like 25 USD a month for mwezi. A month, 25 USD.
Okay, so finally in the live stream, the Nyanya had to open up on a live. It was another movement. Of course, you saw today, Maro was able to load at least 3 videos, you know. And that's a touching story, of course, because the Nyanya has had a change in her life. She's going to have a very different life. And her story, as I said, I did another reaction earlier and told you that the story about this lady and even the struggles are actually what might have contributed to the suffering of Brian and maybe his character. Because even though that first day Marwa came, the lady was pretending to have food, but I think She did not understand who Marwa was and what his mission was until later on he realized he has come to save his situation. That is when she became free. And finally she has opened up to reveal her story. All right? Okay. So they have done a very good, how do you call this one? A sewerage, I think. Very good for the house.
I can see. This is our 9th day. Yes. We put windows. So it says the mason is saying we put windows in the house that time. Because me plastering this will take me how many days?
2.
2 days. And tomorrow
With
we
the
are putting
20
the slab
masons. Hey, having money is good. When you're constructing with money, you don't struggle.
Okay, I'll organize that today. All right, guys, I'm giving them a lot of pressure because I don't want to go. I want to be in the Guinness World Record.
Hey.
I want to be there. I don't want delays.
Okay. That one is a good one. So, of course, guys, you understand why Marwa is doing all this rushing process to finish the house in, he said 10 days. He wants to be in the Guinness book, record of books or book of records, whichever, which one comes first.
Yeah, because that is taking longer than even what we built. You know, that is my word. A whole week, that will delay us. This is our 9th day. Yes. We put windows. So it says the mason is saying we put windows in the house that time. Because me plastering this will take me how many days? 2 days. And tomorrow we are putting the slab below. So you can continue with the window and then when you finish. Okay, I'll organize that today. All right, guys, I'm giving them a lot of pressure because I don't want to go. I want to be in the Guinness World Record book. Unanielewa? I want to be there. I don't want delays. If it means to pour 1,000.
Hey, that was a very interesting reaction today. Not too bad. Mara wants to be in the Guinness Book of Records, just like Dee also wants to be in one. That's why she has done a very, very big villa, and she will be doing another in Mombasa and another abroad with the Lamborghini coming and all that. So the Guinness Book of Records is coming, all right? So bye-bye for now. Let's meet in another reaction or another video.